What up? My name is James. It's P2F Fighting. Let's get into this. So, I'm a contributor in a group called Street Survival. See, contributor looking good right there. And somebody asked a question. Should every street fight be considered a life or death fight? Well, person who asked the question, today's your day. So, I wrote an answer out, but this was a pretty compelling question, so I decided to also make a video. Street Survival, hopefully I'll keep this one up because Quora keeps deleting my answers saying I'm spamming and I'm not spamming. Anyway, my answer was yes. When you get in a street fight, you should consider a life or death every time. Now, to expand on that, why? Because if you're in a street fight, you don't know what the other person's thinking. You don't know what the other person's going to do. You don't know what your opponent is on, if they're on something, if they're drunk, if they're high. You don't really know anything. And I mean, if you're engaged in a street fight, just in general, that means the two of you got mad enough that you're throwing punches in public. That right there alone will create a high level of aggression. This is not a dojo where you have a referee or a ring or a cage where you have a referee to pull someone off of the other one. And it's a street fight, so there's no rules. There's biting, scratching, kicking in the nads, pulling out weapons and stabbing, hitting with the rock, hitting with a car. There's no rules. And so, because of that, once you're involved in the street situation, you need to be as aggressive and as terrible as you have to be to stop the situation. If you follow the rules correctly, that means that you try to avoid a fight at all costs, right? So then, if you could not avoid the fight, that means your opponent was determined to fight you. They didn't give you an option except to have to fight. If that's the case, and let's say you've crossed the street, you've turned around and walked backwards, you're getting cornered, you've talked it out, you try to hand them your wallet, you've done everything in the world to avoid this kind of fight. And this person just isn't having it. They just aren't. They're just like, no, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what I want to do, and you're not getting away until these knuckles get thrown. In that situation, you don't know that individual, and that individual is making it impossible for you to get away, life or death, because you don't know what they're going to do. But they've obviously made it their mission to fight you. So at this point, you have to fight like you're not going to come out of this one. Like these are your last actions before you take a heaven trip. You have to, because there's not going to be, there might not be somebody that will pull him off you if you don't. If you, I'm like, what are you going to think? Oh, he's going to hit me, and then if I fall, he'll let me get up, or if he hits me hard, he'll pull it and have control. No, it's a street fight. You have to assume he's going to knock you down and then pick up a brick and bash your head in. You have to never. And then again, I don't know anyone that would walk into a street fight thinking that it's not life or death. You're trying to win because you're trying to survive. You're trying to survive. It's not even about win or lose. You're fighting to get out of there. So yes, to answer your question, absolutely, absolutely assume that this person is going to kill you, and you fight like hell, like you've never fought before. That's what I think. So, just my opinion. Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy.